Hello and welcome everybody to another teaching for self-realization. Today we will do a satsang, an online satsang, because YouTube lets me to do videos more than 50 minutes. So I felt to be open, to be spontaneous, and to speak about self-realization as long time I need, like as long as I need, because I have the time. So the more teachings, the more energy, the more information I put out there, um the more beneficial for all beings. So let's begin. Okay, the self. Self-realization is something like you have the glasses on and you are looking for the glasses. So self-realization is like that. You have the glasses on your eyes, but you are looking for them because you're ignoring the fact that the glasses are here, all along were here. Or another example for the people that don't wear glasses, you have your keys, car keys, home keys, and you you look for them and you don't find it, okay? And you look for the keys in your home, everywhere, under everything, outside, inside, and after some time you find the keys in your pocket, okay? So that means that, or you have a, let's say, a mole, or a, a ski sign, skin sign, or something. Let's say you have a mole uh, under your hair, and for your whole life your mole was covered by hair because you all your life you were big hair, long hair, or and now you shave your hair, you shave your head, you cut your hair, and you see that mold, okay, or that skin, I don't know, sign, birth sign, or whatever, and you say, wow, I didn't know that was there, but that was there all along. So this is self-realization. Self-realization is not something that you find outside of you, okay? Self-realization is not something to find in a cave or in a temple or in a, I don't know, in a understanding or in an action. Self-realization, you don't find it outside of you. Self-realization is here. What does it mean? You are the self, okay? You are yourself. You always have been yourself. You will always be yourself. Doesn't matter what is the self, okay? Yeah, you can find out what is the self, how does the self create the universe, uh, and a lot of information about the self. But that is not important. The important thing is that you are the self. And by knowing this, by accepting this, by realizing this, that you are already the self, you are already perfect, you are already who you are, it's like finding your keys, like, okay, where am I? I need to go to find myself. I need to go in the desert to find myself. I need to go to India to find myself. I need to go to Tibet to find myself. I need to go to I don't know, to Asia to find enlightenment, like I need to go to a guru, I need to go to a master. And yeah, these things can help, like look at me, this video can help you, but it's not about that, it's not about something that you find outside of you. What is outside of you and what you are trying to find is not yourself, is a reflection. Okay, so you go to a master, you go to a temple, you go to a cave, you read books, you go to satsangs, you watch online videos about self-realization, but yourself is not here, is not in this video, is not in this world, in these teachings. Yourself is not outside of you. It's logic, right? How can the self be outside of you? you know, yourself is inside of you. It's you. It's who you are. But what you are trying to find outside of you is a reflection, a symbol, a mirror that can point you inside, like you go on the top of the mountain and you walk and you strive and you fight and you meditate, and the master says you are the self. You are what you are looking for, you don't need to do anything because you are already the self. So if you are watching spiritual videos, self-realization videos, from the masters, the old masters, the new masters, you will see that self-realization comes in general with a laugh, with a like, wow, it's so logical, it's so wow. Why? Because you are trying to find your keys in your home and you are searching for days or hours, and you are finding in your pocket. It's stupid, it's like, it's so simple, it's so basic, it's so, but you didn't know, so you were ignorant. That is ignorance. You are ignoring your pockets, you are ignoring your eyes, your glasses, you are ignoring your mole, you are ignoring the self, you are self ignorant. Okay, that is why i I speak to you right now, and maybe you don't get it because you are ignorant. You are ignorant of your own self, you ignore your own self because of programming, because of birth, because of identification, because of society that tells you you are this and you are that and the self is this and whatever. But the master, the teacher, this video, yeah, the cave, the guru, the books, the meditations are just symbols, are just mirrors, just reflections. That is like, for example, you lost your keys, okay, and you're trying to find your keys for hours and hours and days, okay, and somebody comes, like the master, like the teacher, and says to you, something is ringing inside your pocket, or did you try to find it in your pockets, and you say, okay, yes, there are in my pockets, you're right. So this is self-realization. Self-realization is losing your keys, but not losing them in the sense that you're trying to find yourself, but yourself is not lost. You are the self. You are searching for yourself. And You search everywhere, in caves, in masters, in teachings, years and lifetimes. But the self is who you are. You didn't lose it. You will not lose the self. For eternity, you are the self, the eternal self. And you look for him and you strive and you reincarnate and you take another body and you try to find yourself and you try to enlighten yourself. And somebody comes and says to you, the keys are in your pocket, or trying to find your keys in your pocket. It's like saying, you are the self, you are eternal, you are perfect, you are what you are looking for. So this is simple, very simple. Right now, if you can get it right now. But if you have ignorance, it's hard to get it. Why? Because I say to you, like there are beings that uh, you speak to them and you say, hey man, this is not good. This is not good for you, You don't need to smoke cigarettes because they are not good for you, You don't need to be an alcoholic. You can drink here and there, but you don't need to escape something with drinking alcohol. It's not good for you. It's not good for your body, for your soul, for your evolution, for your family. But you don't listen, like, no, I know it's good for me or whatever. So this is it. You have ignorance. I tell you, you are the self. You are God. You are consciousness. You are life itself. You are the creator. You are Alpha and Omega. You are the self. You are who you always are and who you always be. But the ignorance that you gather says, I don't know if I can trust this guy. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if he's like this. He's too young. He's too, I don't know, he's too far away, too near. But this is the truth. What I tell you is the truth. If you can go right now beyond your ignorance, and accept this and just realize this, just practice in the sense that, okay, just look, you know, you are you are trying to find your keys right now, right? That is why you're looking in this video, because you lost your keys. But the keys are a symbol to the self. So you lost yourself. You're trying to find yourself, okay? And I say to you, you are the self. Don't look it outside of you. Look it, find it inside, find it inside your heart, inside your being. This is who you are, yourself. You know, just look. You don't have to trust me. If I say your keys are in your pockets, you don't have to trust me and say, okay, I trust you. I will not look there. No, look. I don't say to follow me, to trust me, to I don't trust anybody in this life. So, you know, I look for myself. Doesn't matter who is. Jesus the Christ, uh, masters, presidents. I'm looking for myself. I'm not trusting anybody. Why do I need to trust if I can look for myself? So just look at what I'm saying. Don't trust it. Don't keep it at a mental level. Just look. Is the self one with you? Are you the self? Are you here? Are you perfect? Are you alive? Are you present? Are you beyond the body, beyond the spirit, beyond the soul, beyond the energy, beyond the quantum level, the biology level, the physical, the macrocosmos? Look, if you read a book You read Moji, you read Eckhart Tolle, you read Papaji, Ramana, self-realization books, or you look at a video, you look at the quote, just understand that those quotes, those books are, are pointing you to yourself, to your inner self, you know? So look, look for yourself. Don't trust me. Don't just listen to me because uh, I seem in a way or another, because I resonate, you resonate with me or something like this. Just put into practice, not just what I see, what I say, everything. The masters, the teachings, the Vedas, the yogas, the everything that points to the self, self-realization, enlightenment. Just look. That is practice. You just look. You just need to look. You don't need to find yourself outside of yourself. You don't need to go to caves. You don't need to find your keys outside yourself. The keys are with you. Always have been, always will be. So just look. I tell you, look. Don't trust me. Don't analyze. Don't try to understand. Don't make it a riddle, or like enlightenment and self-realization is in our society something very mystical, very special, very uh, magical. It's not. It's not. It's very logical, very here, very now, very simple, very basic. But you have to look. So this is the message. This is the message. Just look, look, look. Connect with the masters. Connect with the teachings. Go in caves. Go to Tibet. Go to India. But you have to understand that yourself is not there. You are the self. By going there, somebody will tell you you are the self, like I'm telling you, you know? And yeah, you need this in the sense that you need to you need a mirror to point you out in the right direction, you know? But there's a difference between finding yourself outside of yourself and finding outside of yourself symbols that can turn you inward. You know, this is the difference. I don't tell you that you don't need the masters, you don't need to go to the cave. I tell you that you are not there. You are here. Always have been, always will be. Your body can travel, your spirit can travel. You can go outside of your body, you know, like out of body experience. You can travel with your spiritual body. You can travel with your physical body. But you cannot travel with yourself. Yourself is always here. Yourself is everywhere. Yourself is transcendent. Yourself is eternal. Yourself is everything, and everything is the self. So yeah, just listen, just trust me, but not trust me that I tell you the truth. Trust me enough and trust the masters and the teachings enough that you can look where they point you. You can look inside. You know, this is what you need to do. You need to confirm all the masters are saying. There are beings that are for years and lifetimes with a master and they didn't get it. They don't get it. Why? Because they looking into the masters. They're not looking inside. So yeah, this is the teaching. So look, um, this is spontaneous. It's short. I felt I need to go more time, longer, because I have, but this is the teaching. Spontaneous, raw, you know, just look, be with the masters, find your guru, go in caves, go in spiritual places, raise your vibration, meditate, you know. And why is this needed? Because we have ignorance, and by traveling, by going to a guru, by going to a master, you start dissolving that ignorance, you know. And in time, it's like, okay, you have the key in your pocket, and somebody comes and say to you, look in your pockets, did you try your pockets? And you say no, because you are stupid, you know, like, okay, you have a belief that you are very wise, you know, you have a belief that you are very superior to others. That is ignorance. So you don't look, you know. And by meditating, by being near a master, by being in a cave, or, you know, going to temples, you dissolve that ignorance, and then you can look, and then you can find. You just need to look, you know, look and you shall find, you know, something like that. I don't know if Jesus said that, look and you shall find. Maybe he did, but it doesn't matter. It's just look and you shall find. If didn't say, I will say it. So because of you came into this life, you forgot about the last life, you know. Or doesn't matter if we you believe in incarnation, reincarnation, or something like that. Doesn't matter. You come into this life and you take your name as who you are, your job, your qualities, you know, your preferences, your personality, your body, as who you are. And you say, this is who I am the body. But that is ignorance, you know, that is ignorance. So because of ignorance, because of false beliefs, false teachings, false um, desires, ideas, identification, because of false um, action, you know, ignorant action, you think that the body is yourself, or the spirit is yourself, or your mind, or the voice inside your head is yourself, but it's not. That is why you're looking for yourself, because what you know is not enough, because what you know is not true. That is why beings look for themselves, trying to find themselves, trying to enlighten themselves, because for years and years they thought there are something different, like the body, like something that comes and goes, like a feeling, a thought, the spiritual body or the quantum level. But you are not. This is what society teaches us from ignorance, or maybe from just control and manipulation. I don't like to go in this discussion, you know. But it can be something evil, like they trying to manipulate or program us to not know ourselves, to be ignorant and stupid and uh, easy to manipulate. Or it's just the ignorance of society, the level of evolution of our human society. I don't say is one or the other. It's not about that. It's about that uh, the reality is that we are uh, ignorant. We are making ourselves ignorant. We are making ourselves, our children, ignorant of their own self. Look in schools, look in everywhere. You go to kindergarten, you go to school. Is there somebody there who tells you who you are? No. He is gonna tell you you are smart, you are stupid, you are beautiful, you are a nerd, you are a emo, but you are not. You are not. You are this. That is why beings are looking for themselves. That is why beings are looking for enlightenment, for self realization, because they feel in their hearts that their ideas about themselves is not true. Maybe they know, maybe they don't know, but they feel is not true. And that is why you're looking for yourself. And it's good that you are looking for yourself. It's very good. You know, you are trying to find the truth. What is perfect. It's okay. It's very, very, very important to find out who you are. So that is why uh, you are trying to find yourself, because you identify yourself with something wrong. You know, many people say, I am the body, I am the brain, and the brain does everything, and I am the organs, but it's not true, you know. And in time, this will not cut it, like in time you will feel that is not true. You will feel that yourself is something different, you know and you are trying to find yourself, and you go to India, you go to a master, you go to a guru, you read books about self-realization, self-transformation, spirituality, because you know or you feel that you are ignorant. You know or you feel that what others taught you or what you taught yourself is not true. And you look outside of you for symbols, for teachers, and it's okay, it's perfect. You need this because of your ignorance. And then you need to put into practice what you find out, like this video. You need to put it into practice and look for yourself. And that is self realization. That is it. It starts with ignorance, with wrong identification, with wrong ideas about yourself, about who you are, you know, and then you start feeling not satisfied, not happy, because that is not true. You live in ignorance, and ignorance will not make you happy forever. It's not true happiness. You can be ignorant, and live and think positive, and everything is good and everything is perfect. But it will come a day when you will see that is not true. It will come a day when you will suffer. It will come a day when you see that your friend is not your friend, like, and something that will destroy, your. That is why most of the time self-realization and searching for yourself or for enlightenment comes from suffering, like, because that is why the master says say that suffering can put you in the right direction, because it is, because he it shatters your idea about yourself. You think you are that and you are that, but you are not that. And one of these days you will know that you are not that. You know, like you watch a football player, he identifies himself with a football player, with a human being that is a football player. The self is not a football player, you know. He can be a doctor, he can be a, I don't know, a soldier, he can be a healer, he can be a master, he can be a painter, you know. And when he retires or whatever sports, he kind of losing himself, you know. He's sad, is because who it is doesn't know who it is anymore, you know, because he identified himself for tens of years with his job, with his career, with his personality, and now he's changing because the real self is not changing. The real self is not changing. This is what you need to know. Your real self is not changing. Only your false self is changing. Your personality is changing, your preferences are changing, your body is changing, your spirit is changing, your soul is changing. But this is what you are experiencing, is not who you are. Who you are is unchanging, forever still, forever present. That is why ignorance appears, and this is the process of self-realization. It's very simple, you know. So look, you identify yourself with something wrong, and now you are here because you are unsatisfied, because it's not correct, it's not true. And now you are finding yourself. And I say to you, you are yourself. You need just to look inside. You just need to look for the keys in your pockets. Thank you. Thank you. And look inside. Thank you.